Because God lives, I can face tomorrow. Because God lives, all fear is gone. Because I know who holds the future, and life is worth the living just because God lives. God, reclaim our lives from what fear has captured. God, reclaim our stories from what our worries have made into idols. And release us into a way of life shaped by the completeness of your sovereignty and your great love for creation. So we bring to you this day our imaginations, as they have run wild and convinced us that every good and perfect thing is impossible. Take a hold of our imaginations and help us to see afresh your kingdom sprouting up right here in our midst. And then chasten us, O God, when we give into the temptation to believe in too small a vision of your way, your truth, and your life. And then shake us, God, until we let go of the fears that we've become comfortable with. Until we can sing, because God lives, I can face tomorrow. Because God lives, all fear is gone. Because I know who holds the future, and life is worth the living just because God lives. And when we get to the end of our efforts, when our best plans fail and our hopes are dashed, save us from being bruised by the broken pieces of what remains, and turn us back to you. When illnesses progress and snuff out the possibility of recovery, enter into the tenderness of our frailty and remind us that you are God of failing bodies too. When the constancy of caretaking becomes too harsh a driver, enter into tired muscles and tired minds of all who accompany those in need, and remind us that you are God even there. When death snatches our last bit of happiness and grief gathers to mock us each day, enter into the sorrow and remind us that you know it well. When marriages and even our friendships shatter, when families divide, when love seems to have not been enough, enter into our rage, our anger, our disappointments, and remind us that you are the God of the betrayer and the betrayed. When we do not know what to pray for, drop thy still dews of quietness until all our strivings cease. Then take from our souls the strain and the stress until our ordered lives can confess the beauty of your peace, and we can sing with a simple assurance, because God lives, we can face tomorrow. Because God lives, all fear is gone. Because we know who holds the future, and life is worth the living just because God lives. Amen.